Al servicio Czechia.
What an occasion for the youngster making his Davis Cup debut. What sort of impression can he make this evening?
Zero 15.
Slav Navratil, of course, oversaw the Czech Republic's 2 victories in the Davis Cup back in 2012 and successful defence in 13. He will be extremely happy with his team's performance so far, and it's worth pointing out, Arv, isn't it, that Davidovich Fokina, he played some great stuff in defeat. It was just that Lehečka played at such a consistent level and served out of his skin.
He really did. The percentages on serve were outstanding from him, and I just love the aggressive nature of Lehečka. He doesn't back off. There were definitely moments where he could have got a little nervy and doubted himself and got careful, but he's actually the opposite, and that's what fascinates me about these young players, and I see it today in the doubles. Mensik, is he going to go after it if things get a little tight out there? How do they respond under pressure?
40-15.
Mensik became the youngest member of the world's top 200 back in July.
40-15.
Played 11 challenger main draws on clay before he arrived in qualifying for the US Open, but then of course put together 5 straight wins, including victory over Gregory Barrère in the main draw, before eventually coming a cropper against one of the best in the world in Taylor Fritz. But what a statement it was, and what a start.
Well, he's looking very calm and collected. Huge serve on him. You know, that's a funny schedule going into a major qualifying, isn't it? You would think you might just want to play a couple of matches on a hard court before taking to the courts of Flushing Meadows, but I guess he's another one of these Czech players that can turn their hand to any surface. I mean, they have always had that ability to play on all the surfaces. That's why we've had so many good Czech players over the years with longevity to their careers as well, because they're not just a particular court specialist. You think of Berdych, you think of Stepanek, all these sort of guys that, you know, Yuri Novak back in the day could play on everything.
Yeah, Thomas Berdych, of course, now in Yuri Lehečka's corner, former Wimbledon finalist and semi-finalist in all the other Grand Slams. Berdych, fantastic player. Won his first challenger, Mensik, in Prague this year on the clay, beating Dominik Kepfer in the final. It's already been a very impressive rise from him in 2023.
That's where he loves to camp out. Granollers on top of the net. His biggest worry there is not reaching over the net. It's that close, or clipping his net with the racket. I mean, he's been specialising doubles for a very long time, and he's become so comfortable there.
Let first service.
Marcel Zeballos is his usual partner on tour, Granollers.
Czechia is setting the call on the left baseline. The ball was called out.
Took a long time, didn't it, for that ball to land? Davidovich Fokina doesn't look certain whether it was in or out. And it was a good call. Very close.
40-0, 40-11.
Certainly looked to be thoroughly embracing and enjoying his experience, Davidovich Fokina. Even in defeat earlier, got the crowd pumped up, really engaged them, which is exactly what you've got to do when you're playing at home. But unfortunately for him, Lehečka was just too solid today. But it was a very high quality match, full of good exchanges, big hitting. Oh yes. Made that look easy, didn't he? It was travelling, but just swatted it away as though he was smashing a fly.
Yes, nice way to describe it, actually. But that's what happens in practice. He's just got other players out there, got his coach out there, just hitting the ball at him as hard as they possibly can, and he's just reflexing those volleys away. Just make sure you keep them out in front of you, and there's hardly a movement to the racket. It's a different type of volley, that. So your regular volley. Oh, there he is again.
Lightning reactions. He's just a blur, isn't he, at the net?
Yeah, he's tough to get the ball by. The movement across was perfectly timed. That's probably the most important part. When you're that close to the net and you're making a move and you're poaching, it's all in the timing.
Opportunity knocks for an early opportunity to break. Spain at love 30. And the Pavlasek serve. Good response though, 28-year-old.
15-30.
What a challenger in Bratislava. Pavlasek back in June on the clay, and in the Czech Republic in the same month on the dirt as well. You fancy Granollers would have made that volley?
Yeah.
15-40.
Absolutely. That's his sort of bread and butter. When you get that close, sometimes you take time away from yourself. You're not used to doing that. I wouldn't think the young Czech player is used to doubles of this quality just yet.
30-40.
And he's just starting out his career.
30-40.
Brief conflab between Czech players, still under pressure here. Break point down.
Let. First service. Let. First service.
Tremendous serve. It was a long time coming with the two let courts, but it was worth the wait.
It's a nice advantage to have when you have serves of that size.
Followed by a double fault to give Spain another opportunity here to score the early advantage. And there it is, Davidovich Fokina generating enough heat on that backhand to make the volley very awkward, and there is the break for Spain. Advantage the hosts early in this first set. They lead by 2-1.
0-15. Love 15. Love 30.
So Spain, having got the early break, finding themselves under immediate pressure in a bid to consolidate. Fokina unable to make the volley. Czech Republic threatening to bounce straight back here.
Love 40. Let. First service. The
evergreen David Ferrer. I swear he gets younger
15-40.
with every passing year.
What's that character? Benjamin Button.
Exactly. Oh, goodness. Well, there was a wild game at the back end of his match with Lehečka earlier, which proved really to be the difference. And that was pretty wild from Davidovich Fokina, and the advantage for Spain proved to be brief. We're back on terms.
Well, they're the rushes of blood we see from Davidovich Fokina. He's tried to hit the absolute cover off that ball. A 60% smash up the middle of the court would have done. I guess that's just his character.
Quince 0. 15-11.
It's a great serve again from Mensik. Accurate right in the corner, plenty of heat behind it.
30-11.
Good vision that. That's where he saw the angle, that's where he saw the space.
Very assured on serve so far, the teenager. Doesn't appear to be in any way phased. Big occasion for him, of course. Davis Cup debut, representing his country. Seems to be taking it in his stride right now. That hit the backboard on the return from Granollers. So the Czech Republic briefly inconvenienced with the loss of serve. Now back in front on serve in this first set. 3-2 they lead. Looking for a clean sweep here in Valencia on day 2.
Time.
Plenty of fans still in the house for this final rubber of the day. And even though Spain can't win the tie, they can still get what yet could prove to be an all-important point in the battle for a quarter-final place. Again, a bit of itch for Fokina, rather losing his radar. Just trying to overhit once more.
Yeah, he's having problems at the minute. The head must be spinning. It's not easy though coming out. Just lost a close match. You've lost the tie, and 20 minutes later you're having to come out and play half an hour later. So it's quite a unique situation. Really a situation that only happens in Davis Cup. You can lose a singles match on the regular tour, but you might just have a couple of hours, 3 hours before you then take to the court to play doubles again. But things still very raw for him after that loss.
It's a double-edged sword, really, isn't it? Because on the one hand, it's the opportunity for immediate redemption and the chance to get the disappointment of that loss out of your system, but at the same time, you're carrying the disappointment of that loss. You've
got to find a way to overcome that early. I thought they did with the early break, but it was a kind of rush of blood that cost them the break.
That was emphatic from Granollers, who looks razor sharp. Such a good doubles player.
Yeah, he can take charge of the team. He's the leader out the two. And this is where doubles is great, that you can rely on your partner to help you out.
That is incredible from Granollers.
Well, you're just trying to get any part of the racket on that ball, and that's exactly what he did. I think that was almost a double hit. It's one motion, so it counts. It's no problem, but I think this came off the net cord, actually. It was off the strings and then off the net cord. There we go.
He's like a wall at the net there, isn't he? So difficult to breach.
Let. First service.
And even Granollers couldn't get that one back into play. It was travelling. So Spain under pressure again on serve, having got the break. Been broken back immediately. Fresh air shot from Pavlasek.
Well, he tried to take it early, well inside the court there, but suggesting maybe that ball stayed low on him. That's where you definitely blame the court when you whiff it like that. It can't be my fault. I've done that many a time.
Important service game this for Davidovich Fokina, just to restore his equilibrium. Just signs that there is something of a hangover from a singles loss to Lehečka not long ago. It's long. It's another miss. And he's getting ever more frustrated with the condition of his game at the moment. It's not quite firing for him.
Is this going to be a, you hope not, a downward spiral for Davidovich Fokina? Things can get on top of him. Got to try and pick him up. He's got to rely on Granollers as well. Granollers has got to step in here as well, being the senior member of the team. Get him back on track.
13 years is senior, Granollers.
Ventaja, España.
Been a pro for 20 years now, Marcel Granollers. As I've mentioned, former top 20 player in singles with 4 titles at tour level. Beat Andy Murray in the Grand Slam when Murray was the world #2. You can just sense the frustration and the tension at the moment in Davidovich Fokina. Just feels as though he's rushing everything, overhitting. The mercury's rising. That's a terrific serve, though. The second serve, a real big kicker up the tee, and that's the first real positive body language that we've seen.
Well, it's clear
from the youngster.
Yeah, it's clear he wants it, which is good. It's just controlling it.
3 games on.
And using that in the right way.
Yeah, big hold. That should restore a bit of confidence.
Oh.
The initial reaction volley from Mensik was fantastic.
Love 15. Seconds. 15-0. Seconds. 30-15.
Brilliant exchange. And again, Davidovich Fokina encouraging the crowd to turn up the volume, and they are more than happy to accommodate him.
Oh, he almost felt like they stole that point away from the Czechs. I mean, fantastic coverage from both the Spanish players that were working well together as they were kind of crossing in the middle of the court. And Granollers, this is what he's all about. He nicks so many points away from you. He's so crafty. Bunt to the backhand.
Isn't that typical of the way the Czechs have operated today, though? Whenever Spain have got the crowd on their side and made things rowdy inside this indoor arena, they've just taken the sting out of the situation by no-nonsense tennis, good serving, just very efficient play. Just get the sense that that disappointment from the earlier loss to Lehečka beginning to subside.
Iguales. Yes.
Yeah, using those emotions in the right way right now, controlling them. It's a better smash, will make him feel happier.
Ventaja Czechia.
Playing like a veteran so far, isn't he, Mensik? So at home.
Czechia.
Good serving again from Pavlasek. So although Spain had their moments in that game, ultimately no joy for them. Break a piece in this first set of the deciding final doubles rubber. Czechs leading 4-3.
Just targeting Davidovich Fokina there, testing out his hands. Second one was right into his body. Danger sometimes is when you're going for a particular play, you overdo it, you overpress and you miss yourself. Good job from the Czech team.
Iguales. 15 all. In set 30. 15-30.
That's a classy serve, very accurate.
30 iguales. 30 all. Cuarenta 30. Forty 30. España.
Nicely done. Spain tied up again in this opening set.
4 juegos iguales. 4 games on.
Okay, was a little deeper than he was aiming. That's why he's just looking across there. Wasn't going that close to the baseline, but he made it. That was the main thing. Daniel Vacek there in the middle, former player. Top 30 player was Daniel.
15-0.
Mensik made the Australian Open Junior final last year. Finished as #2 junior. Seems to have made the transition to the senior ranks pretty seamlessly. Playing here at 151 in the world, career high.
$30-0. 30-11. $40-0. 40-11.
It's a luxury of being 6'4" and having a serve like that. Blitz through these sort of service games.
$40-15.
Very good length on that return. That just allowed Davidovich Fokina to spring into action. Had to deal with that volley.
Juego. Czechia.
Another comfortable hold, though, for the Czech Republic.
Czechia gana 5 juegos a 4. 5 games to 4.
So Spain will be serving to save the set, having had the early break, having given it straight back. Three times Davis Cup champions, of course, the Czech Republic. Most recently at the expense of Serbia back in 2013, a successful title defence, having beaten Spain in the title match the year before 3-2. Spain having whitewashed the Czech Republic in the title match back in 2009. This is their 8th Davis Cup meeting between these nations.
Time.
9 titles between them. Davidovich Fokina going to handle the pressure of serving to save the set. Landing that first serve, all important with that in mind.
15-0.
Granollers happy to do the rest.
Here's the team, not a bad first serve percentage at the minute. 76%, and the Czechs at 87%. Very high. It's not as if they're rolling in that first serve either.
30-0. Love.
Got it covered, said Davidovich Fokina, but can only find the net with the backhand.
30-15.
Just the one unforced error from the Czech Republic, and that's really been the theme for them today, how few errors they've made in any of the matches. Rock solid throughout. And that's a clinical return winner from Pavlasek.
30 goles. 30.
Well, he's absolutely vaporized that. Got that return landing in the tram lines. You've got very little chance, or directed toward the tram lines, you've got very little chance at the net.
Credit to Davidovich Fokina for coming up with the big serve at 30 all, 4-5. And Spain come through unscathed to level things up once again.
5 juegos iguales. 5 games all.
Lost out last year in the quarterfinals to Croatia, having come through Group B here in Valencia, ahead of the eventual champions Canada.
Love 15. Love 30.
He's a mercurial sort of player, isn't he, Davidovich Fokina? The highs are very impressive, very entertaining, and then he can suddenly go AWOL for a while.
Yeah, there's periods in matches, in sets, 5-10 minutes, he can do no wrong. He's everywhere, he's getting everything back, he's playing good, aggressive tennis as well, but then all of a sudden he just has a crisis of confidence out of nowhere. We've seen that on the tournament, and he's pretty open about it as well, talking about it. He knows he needs to become more stable mentally and more consistent on the court.
And that's impressive from Pavlasek. Pressure on him there at 15-30. Coming up with the ace.
Oh, yes. Well, he's stolen that one away. And that is what he's all about. Marcel Granollers will never back off. He'll never turn away. Nothing's a lost cause. What a pluck that was.
His reflexes are like lightning.
30-14.
His teammates enjoyed that, so did Davidovich Fokina. Beautiful. Oh, was it just missing? Goodness me, by a whisker.
Yes.
Looked good off the racket.
Really did it, and it's one of his favourite shots as well, that backhand off the lob off the backhand side, should I say. just didn't drop for him. Yeah, it was quite a long way long.
Agonies. He's packed with a bang now, Davidovich Fokina. He's getting psyched up again. The crowd are responding. And another chance to score what might be the decisive break for Spain in this first set. You can't take your eyes off him.
Iguales. Yes.
A rare missed first serve from the Czech pairing in this set. 89% landed. But Mensik unable to make the volley. Spain have a third opportunity to score the break.
Well, it was right at his body, and that was tough. He's got long levers. In truth, it should have been a backhand volley, not a forehand volley. Caused him to catch it late.
There it is. Pavlasek missing the backhand, and Spain, for a second time, have the break advantage, and now, with it, they have the opportunity to serve out for this first set. 6-5 they lead after 44 minutes in the final match of this second day. Task falls to Marcel Granollers, who has been mighty impressive in this opening set. Close it out for Spain in their bid to get their first point on the board. They can't win the tie today, but they can still score what will yet prove to be a vital point. Serving for the set, 6-5.
15-0. 15-11.
Well played, Pavlasek.
Yeah, didn't go for too much on that volley. That was sensible. Just into the space between the two. So easy to snatch at a volley like that. Try to hit it too hard or be too cute with it. You miss it.
30-15. 30-15. Let. First service.
Down on the floor briefly, but very much back on his feet with a big roar is Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. As Marcel Granollers brings up 2 set points for Spain
15.
in their bid to finish this second day on a high. Roberto Bautista Agut not fit enough to be able to play today, watching on intently nonetheless. Set point number 1.
$40-30. 14. That's it.
And there it is. Marcel Granollers rock solid throughout that set. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina kind of in and out of it really, but finished on a high. And Spain have the first set on the board in the breaker after 49 minutes.
Segundo set.
6 times champions and hosts finally have their first set of the day against the Czech Republic, who've already won the tie with
Czechia.
victories in the 2 singles, but Granollers and Davidovich Fokina have combined to win the opening set by 2 breaks to 1. 7 games to 5. Delicate stuff, typically calm and cool and collected from Granollers.
0-15.
just knows where the space is. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't need to go through the baseline there. Just lovely racket work there, you saw.
Segundos. 15 on. Seconds. 30-15. Iguales. 30 on.
Lovely, delicate hands there, just taking pace off the ball, and the racket work, the control over that racket face has always been impressive at the net for Granollers.
Cuarenta 30. 40-30.
And again. Well, I think he got suckered in there, Mensik, with all that movement, all that noise coming from Granollers.
Yes.
Thought he was going to move, but he held his ground. And look at the ducking and diving there from Granollers. That's just catching Mensik's eye there. He can see that happening. All the while, just closing down the net. Oh, had him.
Ventaja, Czechia.
Threatening to take a bite out of his racket there in frustration. Davidovich Fokina, the point was set up for a break point early in this second set. Czech Republic riding their luck there. And a big serve again from Mensik, gets the job done.
Primer juego, segundo set. First game, second set.
So the winners of this tie on the board early in set 2. Spain leading by a set to love.
They're back out tomorrow, aren't they? So it's a quick turnaround for the Czechs, but they'll want to finish on a high here. Even though they've won the tie, it's only the first tie. Anything can happen.
Yeah, up against Korea tomorrow, and then Spain will be back in action on day 4 against Serbia. And of course, Novak Djokovic, who arrived earlier today in Valencia and has already been taking to the practice courts, will be back in action, fresh from his US Open triumph at the weekend. Good to see Roberto looking relaxed, enjoying the action. I'm sure enjoying watching Spain win that opening set. He suffered a freak injury involving one of his horses, which
15 love.
means that he hasn't actually played since Gstaad in Switzerland, missed the entire US Open swing and arrived here clearly still not 100% fit.
Yeah, it's very worrying that when you hear things like that.
30-0. 30 love.
Yeah, that's why Bernabe Zapata Miralles stepped in for his Davis Cup debut earlier, but Thomas Mahach was outstanding, won in straight sets. Lehečka doing likewise to Davidovich Fokina. Goodness me, that ball was travelling in close attendance to the young ball girl there.
40 love.
No damage done though.
Juego, España.
Good serving. Davidovich Fokina clearly walking onto the court feeling disappointed not to have come through against Lehečka, but it seems as though he's played his way out of that disappointment in the first set. It's animated again. Body language is positive from him.
1 game on. $15-0. 15 love.
After magnificent defence to get themselves back in the rally, Granollers misses the forehand.
He's partial to a dive or two, Davidovich Fokina. You don't mind in those sort of situations. He had a good chance of getting that ball back into play, and he made it. It's when he throws himself at balls where he's got very little chance to win points. So you kind of worried he's going to injure himself.
An hour on court.
30-15.
Again, it's been very keenly contested stuff as it's been throughout this Davis Cup so far. The first day was the same. Serbia winning 3-0 against Korea, yes, but all three matches were so tight. Could have gone the other way.
40-15.
Today, Czech Republic have just brought an incredibly consistent standard to the court, and even though Spain have played well, quite enough to get a win so far.
Oh. Magnificent, right out the screws, that one.
40-30. 40, that's it.
Got it landing in the tram lines, wide in that tram lines as well, so very tough. Pavlasek. Good hands from Mensik, but there was just a miscommunication. There was just slow off the mark. He got there, but then just couldn't get the lob deep enough.
Yes.
That is very typical of the way
Czechia.
the Czechs have gone about their business today. Every time Spain have produced something that has got the crowd's juices flowing, they've just diffused the situation, and that was a fine low volley up the line. Yeah, good sharp stuff from Mensik at the net to close the game out. A game that could have got awkward at juice.
Czechia gana 2 juegos a 1. 2 games to 1.
So, Czech Republic back in front, but playing catch-up here, having lost the first set 7-5. Spain hoping to make it 2-1 at the end of the day.
Quince 0. 15-11.
Again, it's so smart, isn't it, from Granollers, the way he doesn't panic, just looks for the space on the angle.
Yeah, the first one was very good as well because it came off the net cord and he put it on the Czech's baseline. Pavlasek just backing off.
Cuarenta 0. 40-11.
Ah.
40-15. 40-15.
Nothing you can do about that, right over the racket. Not a bad thing that if it's going to happen, that it happens when you're 40-love up in the game. Imagine he's still going to close this game out.
Juego, España.
Half a chance there for Pavlasek, but can't clear the net, and Spain level it up. 2 games all.
Dos juegos iguales. 2 games all. Quince 0. 15-11.
Largely frustrating day for the Spain captain, but he's hoping it's going to finish in a positive fashion. That is brilliant. The angle he's generated there is so comfortable.
He's made something so difficult look so easy. How good was that return of serve? Wow. He just had the ball on a piece of string.
Quince 30. 15-13.
Such a good return. I mean, Mensik didn't really have much opportunity, chance of dealing with that half volley. Got to be so accurate that this guy is going to get to it, Granollers. Well, that was big. A lot of power to that.
Even so, Granollers visibly frustrated. He wasn't able to make the return.
As a team, they've been averaging over 200 kilometers an hour on the first serve. .206 to be exact, 128 miles an hour.
Set up, and now the chance to go a break up in the second. Teenager under pressure to deliver a big serve here. Which he did. An excellent serve as well into the body of Granollers to set up the put away for Pavlasek.
Gave that serve everything, launched himself into it.
Impressive serving. Shows a lot of maturity, doesn't he, for an 18-year-old?
I haven't seen a peep out of him either. There's just no emotion. Hasn't looked nervous at any time. If he is, he's hiding it well.
Making his debut, remember?
Czechia. Czechia gana 3 juegos a 2. 3 games to 2.
Czech Republic coming through that test to stay in front on serve in set number 2. Spain giving it everything in a bid to end this second day in Valencia on a high and give their fans something to shout about. Not that they haven't been shouting in any case, but they haven't been able to celebrate a victory, with Czech Republic taking that unassailable 2-love lead with victory in the 2 singles. Spain, though, remain in charge at the moment of this doubles, having taken the first set with a second break.
7-5.
Threatening opportunities in the previous Czech Republic service game as well, but Jakub Mensik, the 18-year-old, holding firm. So 2-3.
37.
Nice curling serve up the tee.
30-11.
Loads of side spin to that. Get that one always going away from Mensik.
Cuarenta 0. 40-11. Juego, España. Tres juegos iguales. 3 games on. Quince 0. 15-11.
High, and he dealt with it well. Got up to the backhand volley. Sometimes you expect them lower and it can take you by surprise when it's head height, but he was ready for it. He's a big unit already, Mensik. Looks like a very good athlete.
40-0. 40-11. Juego. Czechia.
A very efficient game from the Czech Republic
Juegos a 3.
as they move back
4
in front
games to 3.
in their bid to take this match. They did. Spain with the first set. Czech Republic with the lead on serve in the second. Just a reminder, tomorrow Czechs will be back to face Korea.
Quince 0. 15-11. Treinta 0. $30-11. Cuarenta 0. 40-11.
That's a very deep serve there from Granollers. With Pavlasek returning aggressively. It's important. She's well inside the baseline, trying to take them on. It's all right, got the nod from Damien Demassoir, didn't reach over. The umpire keeping a close eye on that.
4 juegos iguales.
Another swift hold.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. That was close, wasn't it?
Very much so.
We're having words later with him.
Zero 15. Love 15.
Lost control of that. He has such a flat backhand that he's got to make sure that he keeps it nice and low over the net. That was way too high.
18-on. Treinta 15. $30, 15. Cuarenta 15. 40, 15.
Still plenty of puff left in the spectators.
Rejection of place there from Davidovich Fokina.
40-13.
Some time on the forehand.
But again, Jakub Mensik, impressive on serve. And he moves Czech Republic back into the lead in this set. Still no breaks. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, who lost out to Yuri Lehechka earlier, serving to save the set. Lehechka had originally been scheduled to play in the doubles, but entirely sensibly, you would think.
Got a match, yeah, match tomorrow. He needs to get that recovery in. And so does Mashak.
Zero. 30-11. Cuarenta, 0. 40-11. Juego, España.
Both sides very comfortable on serve.
5 juegos iguales.
In the second set for the lion's share of it.
Games all.
At the moment, the tie breaks something close to inevitable, but you just never know.
Gracias.
Terrific exchange, and it's Davidovich Fokina who has the last word.
Got there in the end, didn't they? They remained patient. They didn't overpress on any of these balls. Spain kept coming back, and that was sensible. Right between the two, picked himself a very big target to go for.
Now then, smile on the face of Davidovich Fokina, and no wonder, love 30.
Love 30.
Pressure on Pavlasek now to deliver some big serves. Oh, so close.
15-30.
Pavlasek did well though, didn't he, with the volley? It was awkward.
30 iguales.
Again, Czech Republic showing their mettle under pressure.
30 all.
Oh, that is magnificent. So cool under pressure. That was a difficult volley to pull off. It was a good return. Look at where he took this below the height of the net.
40-30.
Found a great angle. Anything less than that, Granollers was going to be there.
Fuego. Czechia.
An outstanding response there from Adam Pavlasek. He played such a good game from love 30, found the big serves, came up with a couple of outstanding volleys to keep Czech Republic very much in the picture in this second set in their bid to extend this to a decider. Spain will be serving to save it again at 5-6.
Just a quick reminder about the wristbands, the wristbands. Please remember to give them back to the entrance of the stage because they are not useful out of the event. So please remember to give back the wristbands. Thank you.
Time.
Spain were threatening at love 30. Adam Pavlasek came up with the goods, and so it's Marcel Granollers serving to save the set. 5-6.
Set 0. 11. Treinta 0. 30 love. Cuarenta 0. 40 love. Let. Second service.
There it is.
have thought he started off this match smashing poorly. That is good athleticism to get back to that one.
6 juegos iguales, 6 games all, direct. Both teams receive 1 additional challenge.
One of the best movers on tour, there's no question about that. He is so quick, he is so strong.
So we're going all the way in set 2. Nothing to choose between them.
1-0. 1-0. Czechia.
Oh, goodness me. That came like a bullet at Granollers.
Czechia.
It's evasive action as much as anything.
That's one of the best returns he's hit all match. Mensik right out the middle of the strings.
Very much advantage, the Czechs.
3-0. Czechia.
That's a disadvantage when you're that close. You just don't have the time to react. 2 brilliant returns, combining well there.
Three, 3-1. Czechia.
One of the mini breaks retrieved. Oh, it's wild. He's going to challenge. Perhaps more in hope than expectation. David Ferrer thinks it was missing the court. And it was by a distance. So that seemingly significant advantage for the Czech Republic wiped out. Back on serve.
Czechia. Tres iguales, 3-all.
Spain right back in it then from love 3 to 3-all. Looking to close this out without need of a deciding set. Again, smart play from Granollers. 4 points on the bounce for Spain.
España.
Knowing where the space is, just caressing the ball on the angle. Nothing Pavlasek could do about that. It's long.
Czechia is taking the call on the left baseline. The ball was called out.
Confirming that it was out. Challenge from the Czech Republic, understandably, at this stage of the game, but in vain. Hence the roar. What a turnaround in this tiebreak. 5 consecutive points going the way of the hosts. And now just 2 points away from a consolation victory in this tie. Cry of agony from Davidovich Fokina, perhaps again looking to overhit, mistiming it wide. But Spain still in the ascendancy. 2 serves coming their way. That will be enough to clinch the victory. Brilliant from Granollers. Absolutely outstanding again at the net. The initial volley was so good. And the second for him was meat and drink.
6-4, España.
And so after a frustrating day for the home nation, an opportunity to finish it on a high with victory in the doubles. And it falls to Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. Match point. For a moment, many of the fans inside this stadium thought that was good. It was wide. Brilliant from Pavlasek. And we're back on serve.
6-5, 6-5.
They have been so cool today, the Czech Republic. They have delivered in the difficult moments. They've got to do so again here. But that's why they've won this tie already. 2 outstanding singles performances. But it is a second match point for Spain. Neuer's into the net, and on we go. What a topsy-turvy tie-break this has been. Czech Republic streaking into a 3-love lead. Back to Spain with 5 consecutive points. 2 match points have now come and gone. And the possibility of a final set remains alive. Thoroughly enjoyed the entertainment today, even though, of course, the home fans disappointed to see their team lose the tie, but could, of course, yet win this. But the Czech Republic just will not be subdued.
7-6.
They really have shown impressive
Czechia.
mettle under pressure today. And now it's Spain facing a set point. It's wide. What a turnaround.
Czechia.
Alejandro Davidovich Fokina tosses his racket in despair. And somehow the Czech Republic have turned the set around from 2 match points down to take us all the way in Valencia. What a roller coaster that was. It's 1 set all. Extraordinary stuff, really. What a set, what a match this is proving to be. What mettle, what bottle the Czech Republic pair showed there on the cusp of losing the match at 2 match points down. Mensik and Pavlasek responding with typically calm and effective tennis when required to battle back to take this match all the way, just when it looked as though Spain were finally going to have something to shout about by winning it in straight. They're going to have to do it all over again in the decider. What an extraordinary tie-break that was, and what a comeback from the Czech Republic when it looked as though Spain had got it done from 3-love down to lead 6-4, 2 match points, but they couldn't close it out. And the Czechs made them pay, and you saw the frustration, the anger in Alejandro Davidovich Fokina in tossing his racket to his chair when he saw his shot go wide of the mark. And now Alvin Palmer, they've got to pick themselves up again from the high of very nearly clinching their first point of this tie, albeit that they've lost the match already, of course, as we know, but it would have been a real lift for them to get it done there in straight sets. Now it's back to square one in a 1-set shootout.
Well, that's a massive blow for Davidovich Fokina, more so than Marcel Granollers. He'll feel as if he's let the team down, and that's tough. I mean, he went for it, and we've seen a few wild ones at the net from him, and maybe just got anxious, too keen to get that one done and away, and you make the error. You take a big swing at a ball, always risk. It's more risk because you've just got a bit more power to it. You're nervous as well, but this is where the captain here has to step in as well. Ferrer, he'll be doing his best to get his charge, his mind back on the job here quickly. 1-set shootout.
Yeah, shades of the start of the match, actually, because Davidovich Fokina was coming back to the court barely half an hour after he'd lost a tight match to Yuri Lehechka, and you felt as though it was up to Marcel Granollers, who's vastly experienced, of course, to lift him, to get him to focus on making up for that disappointing loss. And he's kind of got to do that job again now, hasn't he, Granollers, with the disappointing way in which things unravelled there at the end of the set for Spain, because they've still got a match to win, and who knows how important the win could be if they could achieve it in this decider. We know that sets and allegedly dead matches can actually become very, very significant, as was the case 12 months ago when Serbia dropped their doubles against Korea, and even though they won 2 matches out of 3, it wasn't enough for them to qualify for the knockout stages in Malaga. So this is a big, big set now for Spain, and equally so for the Czech Republic, who reignited their hopes of a clean sweep.
Yeah, you want to win as many matches as possible. They've won the title, they've got that in the bag, they know that, but they want the clean sweep here. This just puts them in a very strong position as the week unfolds.
And you've got to think that they have the momentum right now, having turned that tie-break their way from the cusp of losing it at 6-4 down.
15-11.
But it's been their calm, cool, measured tennis under pressure, which really has been at the heart of their success today, playing the big points so well.
Trenta-0. 30-11.
Any racket movement to that, it's just literally a degree pointing in that direction, and that ball just goes away.
Juego, España.
Exactly what was required for Spain. A swift hold to try and exercise the demons of that roller coaster second set tiebreak, which they seem to have won. And this, as you say, Arv, is exactly where the captain earns his corn, lifting his players after a disappointment like that, getting them remotivated, getting the belief back. Suddenly the fatigue will be that much greater, won't it? Because it's a mental strain as well as a physical one.
Yeah, want that adrenaline to kick in. That'll solve a few problems. Get stuck into the meat of this set and forget about that second set quite quickly. You move on.
Quince-0. 18-11.
Slow to get out the way of that one, Mensik. That's the winning pair of that last set. Important that you don't get flat at the beginning of the third. You keep that intensity level up.
Against 30-15.
The timing wrong, and then he's kind of feeling his left hip, Davidovich Fokina. Been a very intense few hours for him.
Let. First service.
It's quite a weapon that the teenager possesses, isn't it? On that serve, 6 foot 4 inches of him, and then the arm and the racket on top of that, coming down at a great trajectory, but lots of cheap points for him in this match.
Look at the technique, very similar to Burdick. Simple motion.
Again,
Czechia.
excellent. Really good from the 18-year-old.
No, juego iguales. One
Very
game.
understated in his celebrations. David Ferrer. Penny for his thoughts right now. They were so close. I think that's exactly what he's thinking. Just a point away from claiming what could yet be an important win, but they've got to do it the hard way in this decider. One game all.
Calmly done.
$15-0. 15-11.
Don't snatch at this. Don't reach over. Like he did a few games ago, but got away with it.
$30-0. 30-11. $40-0. 40-11. $40-15. $40-15.
Beautifully done. Seen a couple of those from him. Off the backhand wing, finding the acute angle.
Juego.
Granollers coming
España.
through comfortably enough to keep Spain in front in this decider. Clench the fist from him.
España gana los juegos aún. 2-2.
Long way to go in this final set. 2-1 Spain. What a battle it's proved to be. $15-0. Exactly 2 hours on court. This match still
15-11.
up for grabs and in the balance. Spain wild cards this year, 6 times champions of course. 4 of them in the noughties. Most recently, 2019 at the Caja Magica in Madrid.
30-11.
To work very hard just to secure this doubles match has come out of today's meeting with the Czech Republic with a 2-1 loss rather than 3-0.
40-0.
Not a lot happening in the opening few games of this third set. Big serving. Service games comfortably. That's nicely done.
Czechia.
Good adjustment there from Mensik.
Dos juegos iguales. 2 games all.
Still looking a little fed up, Davidovich Fokina, after the way in which things slipped away from Spain at the end of that tie-break from 6-4, 2 match points up. Excellent again.
0-15. We love 15.
Pavlasek has certainly complemented Mensik in this match with a few gems. There's another one connected nicely on the return. Lots of space for him.
Probably easier to hit the forehand there, but he was determined to get onto the backhand return. Cramped himself for space.
15-all.
Nicely handled. Had to generate all of his own pace there, Davidovich.
30-15.
Accelerated through the ball very well.
Just wide.
30 iguales. 30-all.
So a bit of pressure here, once again on the shoulders of Davidovich Fokina.
Big serve there. 200 kilometers an hour. Not known for his pace on serve, but got hold of that one.
Let second service. Iguales.
Pressure remains. Double fault bringing the Czech Republic to juice.
use.
Another fine return.
Czechia.
Pavlasek, for the second time in this game, connecting just as he wanted to, up the line with that backhand.
And that's just been his style all match, on top of the baseline there. Using all the pace to his advantage.
First break point at this deciding set. Davidovich Fokina misses the first serve. What can Mensik do with this? Oh, that's another great reaction volley from Granollers. He is rock solid there. The ball, again, hurtling towards the solar plexus. He wasn't phased. This game proving to be a bit of a trial for the Spaniards.
Ventaja Czechia.
Second chance to get the break. Again, Granollers razor sharp to keep Spain in this game.
Iguales. Use.
It's just a good angle again to see that from. Oh, his foot's almost touching that metal bar at the bottom of the net.
Oh no. It's been such an in and out performance from Davidovich Fokina. Moments of brilliance, but at times his game has gone missing, and they've been quite important moments as well, not least the end of the second set tiebreak when he flung his racket in frustration. And it's the third chance for the Czechs to get the break in this decider. It's long, and there is the break. The pressure finally told, and Davidovich Fokina sees his serve breached. And now the prospect of a clean sweep for the Czech Republic very much on the cards. Conversation here between David Ferrer and the Spain team with Damien Dumissois. They're obviously not happy about something, not quite sure what it is, beyond the fact that they're in trouble. Well, what Davidovich Fokina thought about dropping his serve. And Ferrer just trying to diffuse the situation.
I don't think that was much, was it? It didn't break the bottle, it was just a bit of water poured out.
And there's a second team, if something happened there, they're going to complain that they didn't do anything there.
Tensions running high, understandably, there's a lot at stake.
Touch.
That's touched the massive scoreboard up there as well. I mean, this is really going to be testing Davidovich Fokina right now. Questioning that, but it came off the scoreboard.
15-0, 15-love.
It's just been a theme of the day, hasn't it? How cool, how calm, how collected
30-0.
the Czech side have been.
We haven't. I don't think we once have seen a celebration from any of the players after playing a good point. It is just ice running through their veins.
It's all business, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've cut out the emotional highs and lows. They've just remained on an even keel, and you look at the scoreboard and see that that strategy has clearly paid dividends for them. It's been a much more mercurial sort of day for the Spanish. And in particular, Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, who's been going through all sorts of highs and lows. Right now, he's on a bit of a downer, but this match is not over by any means. It's only the one break.
He probably feels extra responsibility as well this week, being the #1 player.
Yep.
Too, so that comes with pressure.
No Carlos Alcaraz here, of course. He withdrew after his semi-final loss.
Oh, lovely hands again. Good reach from Granollers, but
40-15.
again, Pavlasek just
14-15.
quality with the finish. Saw the space and filled it. That's what he does day in, day out. Double specialist.
Jakub Mensik's been playing like an old hand in Davis Cup. There's another ace, easy as you like, making his debut. And with a minimum of fuss, the break is consolidated. Spain really in trouble now, having been a point away from victory. 2 match points they had in the tie-break. One of them on their serve. Now trailing 2-4.
That's just the second time he's reached for that left hip as well, Davidovich Fokina. Got up to this well.
Spelling a bit of the frustration he's undoubtedly feeling right now with that overhead. David Ferrer, poker-faced.
Smashing practice right now. 3 in a row.
40-0. 40-love.
Throw was a good one by the young man.
Juego, España.
That was as emphatic as it could be. But of course, Spain have to find a way to unlock
4 games to 3.
the serve of the Czech Republic if they are to turn this match their way.
Time.
Czech Republic, a couple of service holds away from a 3-0 victory over the 6 times Davis Cup champions. Haven't been to the knockout stages since the format changed in 2019. So the Czechs looking to put that right. A 3-0 victory over the hosts would be the perfect tonic. But the job not yet done.
0-15.
Good start to the game.
15.
Just put a bit of pressure on here, winning that opening point. Looking to play 2 good points in a row. It's always the difficulty in doubles. Well, they did, but they lost the point. It was a good return from Granollers. A good hand, Pavlasek. No panic from him.
On. Trenta 15. Thirty 15.
That's about as much celebration as you'll get out of this duo. A little clench of the fist. And a congratulatory tap from their teammate.
I wonder if they've watched a lot of Stepanek. Slightly different at this stage, I think. Doing the caterpillar. Winning that second set. Maybe getting under the skin of his opponents. Always the game plan with him.
Silence inside this indoor arena in Valencia. And that has been something that the Czechs have been very adept at today, drawing the sting from this noisy crowd by winning the key points almost invariably. That's why they won the first 2 singles matches in straight sets, albeit that they were very competitive. And that's why they're turning this match around from the cusp of defeat to stand on the brink of a 3-0 scoreline. Spain in deep trouble now at 3-5, serving to save it.
In set 7, 15-11. Trenta 0, 30-11. Cuarenta 0, 40-11. Juego. España.
Efficient.
Bolas nuevas, por favor. New balls,
Exactly
please.
what Spain needed there, but now comes the difficult bit. They have to break.
5 games to
Time's
4.
running out. Czech Republic will be serving for the match at 5-4. Czech Republic have already had a great day. It could become a brilliant one now if Jakub Mensik can deliver the goods, but that's a return winner from Davidovic Fokina. Spain attempt to wrestle the momentum back.
15.
No one's getting to that returner serve. That was exceptional, off a big serve as well. What an angle he produced.
Oh, goodness. Is there going to be a late twist?
That was a tight-looking forehand. Understandably. He needs his first serve again here.
Is it finally dawning on the teenager that he's playing Davis Cup?
Led first service.
Spain fans still believe.
Rock solid there from Pavlasek. Didn't look like panicking on that volley.
15-30.
It's been very much the way in which he's conducted himself on court in this match. Completely unruffled and unfazed by the gravity of the situation. And there goes Mensik again, delivering a big serve when required.
30-all.
Czech fans getting understandably excited. Our team 2 points away from a whitewash victory. And now only 1 point away. The 18-year-old taking the racket out of the Spaniard's hands with that ace.
40-30.
From 2 match points down in the second set tiebreak, Mensik and Pavlasek have a match point of their own. And there it is, a miss hit, but Adam Pavlasek won't care. What a day it's been for the Czech Republic. The 3 times Davis Cup winners have taken down the host Spain by 3 victories to 0 and turned the doubles around in spectacular fashion from 2 match points down. They recovered to win the second set tiebreak, and a single break got it done in the decider. What a day it's been for the Czech Republic team.